It's our last day in Los Angeles, and of course it's tradition, every time I come here I need to visit the guys from Hoonigan. Now because of COVID, we haven't seen their new shop in Compton, so we're here today. We're going to catch up with Hert. He's going to show us around. Unfortunately it's raining, so I don't know if the burnyard's going to have any activity, but that doesn't matter. We saw plenty of burnyard at SEMA. Let's go take a look at the new Hoonigan headquarters. Yellow.
Welcome to America, bitches.
Here we go.
What's up, Angie? What's up?
Check it out. It's this is, well, your last shop was tiny.
Yeah, this is a big difference from the last time that you
Yeah, man, this is already way bigger. Cars in the showroom, the what?
Yep. The last shop, donor garage was about 5,000 square feet. This one's like 15, somewhere around there.
So even just the size of the foyer and the entry in the shop, the merch area.
Literally everything is bigger. So this works out great for us because, you know, more storage for us to keep our non-running
If
stuff.
this was Motive, it would be like GT-R, S14 Silvia time attack car.
Yep, that sounds about right. And instead it's C6006, diesel-powered Camaro, no motor 11 Corolla, weird bug, rotating, broken space, and then a very clean.
GT-R fit very nicely in there, man.
You want to leave one here with the keys? Running?
Soon.
That's the stipulation.
We're getting there. We've got many GT-R things to discuss. This looks like some like deli or something.
Yeah, so that's the idea. You know, Brian Scotto, he's from New York, so bodegas are his thing. So this is kind of like a bodega theme. We used to call the old store a bodega. Yeah. So this time we went to the next level and bought bodega things to keep our merch in.
That's cool.
So,
I like it.
Yeah, this place is open Monday through Saturday, like 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Anyone can come at any time. And if you're lucky, that nice, handsome young man right there might give you a tour. So,
I get your tour though instead, right?
Yeah.
Well, tell me we see something that he wouldn't show, surely. Anything, even something.
Yeah, no, I can show you top secret.
Like the special top secret change room.
You don't want to know what happens in there.
I don't?
Don't go in there.
All right, we'll keep going.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll swing you back around here later so you can get some merch. Yeah, that's Brian Scotto's Nova. And then if you come over here.
Oh, look at this, fancy. This is like corporate headquarter stuff. See that? Closed set, go away.
So this is just like the general creative space. We've got our simulator, ping pong table, skee ball. There was skee ball there. Skee ball.
I heard skee ball table, you really mean?
Yeah.
That's not a corporate conference table.
Normally that'd be a round table, you know, but it's a big square table here. And then our camera cage where we keep all the videos.
It's like a gun cage, except still for shooting.
Still kind of.
Yeah, we're still shooting. We're still shooting. Oh, look, there's another tour going on.
And then this is the main shop. So this is where a lot of our projects get done. This is also more storage for us, but I would love to take you for a ride in this thing. It's a Miata.
Yeah.
Cut the body off, caged it, put a supercharger on a 1.8 liter motor, makes about 300 horsepower. When it works,
it's good.
It's super fun to drive.
Do MX-5 owners as upset about that as what Falcon owners are upset with me about Baza?
There are a lot of people who are upset about this because Miatas are kind of becoming rare.
They are now,
Yeah,
because of you guys after doing this.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have one car in common between Motive Garage and Hoonigan, the BRZ.
You have one of those?
Yeah, I got one of them. Yeah, we got one of them.
Yeah, so that's actually a giveaway car that we did in collaboration with NOS Energy.
Yeah, that was
so
cool.
yeah, we put it together for him. And
we all know I'm an import guy, but there's something about this that's just way too cool.
I mean, it's the bougie bogan in you. Right? That's what that is. You know, like it's a crate motor from Chevy, 632 cubic inches of just rowdiness. Custom made body kit and everything. So this is kind of like a one-of-one Camaro. I don't think that any other Camaro has this custom kit. We built this car for Chevy Performance for SEMA last year, and yeah, it rips.
Forget all that. I mean, behind it.
I mean, you saw this thing. You saw what this thing does. You saw how it goes. But I don't think I showed you guys the motor.
Nope. It's only this big.
Yeah.
So that was in third or fourth gear on the pad?
Fourth.
You see, fourth gear. Everyone. So you did cop a bit of flack for the wall, right?
I get it. I know it wasn't Aussie level. This is a 4-cylinder. It makes like borderline 500 horsepower. It's not designed to do what you guys do. I'll work on that with some other cars in the future. But also the show that we put on isn't for that either. You know, I like to talk to the people. I like to make them want more and shit like that. So it's a fun car.
I thought that was an awesome show.
This is a great car to drift, and it's fun to slide around the yard and do stupid burnouts with.
I think the bit that I thoroughly enjoyed the most was you've already done a burnout. You probably thought the tyres were gone.
Yeah.
And then you decided to go again. And the moment you started again, it blew the whole side off the car. We should actually probably go to an instant replay. Like, you want to tell them instant replay?
Instant replay. I'm pretty sure I was looking Hinchy in the eyes.
That was good.
Yes.
When I did it.
You guys were making eye contact. It's like I'm staring at Hinchy right in the eyes as I blow the entire side
Did
off
it for
the
you,
car.
bud.
That was approval.
Yeah.
Maximum approval.
So yeah, this car is super fun. Honda K motor, it just does the thing. That's a bone stock motor.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's something else.
Bone stock motor, just throw a bunch of boost at it, put some ethanol in there.
So what you're saying is I should try K-Series.
I think it's worth it, man. The motors here are like $800.
Wow. Can you send me a few? I'll trade you for some barrows.
I don't want any of those.
Okay.
But and then we got Gary King's R32 GT-R. Yeah, you know.
He's a motive fan. He knows what's up.
No, he definitely is, man.
I gave him a motive t-shirt at the event and he literally tore his shirt off and put it on that. Oh yeah. There we go. There we go. Now you got the right shirt.
I feel more Australian already. I'm ready for Guinness and Hungry Jacks.
Right there and then.
Literally every GTR person in America that I've run into with him basically gets on their knees. It's just like he is.
To bow, not to. Well, maybe.
Public place. So if we weren't in a public place, who knows how that would go.
Who knows how it would go.
But no, you guys are well respected here. So it was cool to see that, and I'm sure it was cool for you to receive.
Yeah, it was very different to 3 years ago. You know, like it's.
Yeah. You're a big influencer now, big YouTube guy, huh? Big YouTube guy.
Please don't use the word influencer, even though in theory, compared to other YouTubers, I probably do influence people's decisions.
I hate the term YouTuber. I hate the term influencer. I
just make content.
Yeah.
If people learn.
This thing
is dumb.
Let's start it. 4 buckets.
It has vomit bags.
Yeah.
Look. That is a nice little touch.
Pretty sick.
In case I want to hyperventilate.
It's got 4 buckets, suede accents, carbon accents, just like fully tubed chassis, wild machine. This thing is absolutely insane. If you haven't seen it, go on Hoonigan's YouTube channel and you can see the build.
I like the double handbrake. You seen that?
Yeah, so this handbrake, this way, rear brakes, push forward, front brakes. It's a...
Check it out. Someone needs to make this permanently. Back for handbrake, forward for front brake.
Yeah, so you don't actually have to push the foot brake to walk it or anything. You can just push forward on the handbrake and still
rather
modulate.
than just a line locker with one button, it's like you can modulate your front brakes. Yeah. Seriously, a burnout guy in Australia is going to do that soon. Surely, right?
We don't run rear brakes at all.
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter.
It's pretty fun though, being able to, because you lock it, but then you can just walk it. Just how you said, you can modulate the brake pressure. But the real pride and joy of this thing is in here. It's a crate Hellcat motor with a beefed up Magnuson blower on top of it. It's kind of small for you guys.
But it looks small in this engine.
Yeah,
It's usually a big engine.
Kind of small for you guys, but this thing gets done. It makes about 800 horsepower on low settings.
This is where Australians say things like, that's cute, or like, when are you going to put a real engine in, and all that sort of stuff. But no, that'd still be good.
I set it up for you. I acknowledge that I acknowledged it, okay? But this is a great car. It's super fun to drive. It's so different from a lot of things,
There's like a random Supra hiding over there too.
Yeah, you see that real dipshit looking guy right there?
Oh, yeah. Dude, we got a storm going on outside now.
Yeah, this is weird.
Dude, it rains in LA once every 27 years or something.
When you're here?
Yeah, when I'm here. Yeah. The lightning.
Yeah, lightning. So I think we just sold this thing. But 2JZ powered. It's not actually a Lightning. It's just an F-150.
Yeah.
But we wanted to pay homage to like Fast and Furious and their Lightning for the speed shop. Go a different route, make it more fun. So we put a 2J in it. Did it all in-house, made the mounts in-house. It was a fun project. Another thing you can see on the YouTube channel, but kept it at a tame 500 horsepower, you know, because everyone was supposed to be able to drive it. Like the guy running the store, if he needed to go make a parts run, you don't want to give someone too much sauce, you know. Not everyone's ready for it, so super fun though. 3582 Haltech, you know, typical 2J things. This car's super fun.
What's this room? This is the...
So this is the top secret room.
Oh, right.
But we've revealed this project already, so
That's
you
okay.
guys...
I need to know.
He built it by
I
himself.
saw this and I ran over at SEMA, gave it a big hug, and said, yeah, I love this.
I just want to make it very clear. He built this by himself.
By myself.
By yourself. They locked you out here.
Those guys are just standing in the
So
back.
don't worry about them.
Yeah, don't worry about them. The kid with the helmet on, don't worry about it.
We're not worried about you guys.
Yeah.
Very sorry.
Dumpster baby. That's there.
So you got locked in here and said, build this.
Yeah. So this was Honda's. This was actually Honda's idea,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they didn't really give us like, you know, ridgeline and all that stuff. They said, hey, we got this IndyCar engine and we want you to put it in something.
So that was it. You were given an engine
Yeah.
and a gearbox,
Yeah.
which
And
obviously suspension and everything's mounted to.
Yeah.
And said put it in something. And you guys, I don't know. Actually, I don't want to use a word to say what you are. To decide to use a ridgeline.
Yes, because originally we looked at minivans, we looked at Civics, you know, obvious
Yeah, the
choice,
usual.
NSX, but it just doesn't fit because the motor package is just way too long. So the only thing that we came up with that kind of made sense was a ridgeline.
And it works.
It works. Yeah, it works.
How much ridgeline is still left between here and here? There's so much roll cage. I can see obviously the monocoques are the bit that's here, but how much floor and stuff is left?
Well, surprisingly, Honda built a really good car. I'm not saying that because, you know, I mean, when we started cutting it, you could see like they took a lot of work to make this thing very, very rigid.
Yeah.
So one of the ideas going into is like, oh, we're just gonna cut it apart, make it a whole tube chassis.
Right.
Well, once we started getting into it, it's like, wow, you know, this is a really good frame.
Right.
So we kept most of it.
Okay.
By most of it, I mean, because the engine itself is structural,
Yeah, that's right.
pretty much it is still ridgeline. The NSX front suspension components, we didn't actually cut the nose off. We still used the ridgeline factory frame rails.
Yeah.
And then we adapted all that stuff to it.
So is it just more of a case of when you worked out the front, you're like, well, at least we can get from Honda NSX uprights, NSX arms, and then just like graft them into it.
I think one of the first things that we thought about when we knew
Hoonigan things.
So like this was a big thing for us because when we first started the project, we were gonna take the easy route and say, hey, let's just do all Corvette front suspension because we already know the geometry and the parts are readily available. You could get aftermarket arms for it and all that stuff. But then we got digging into it. It's like, you know, let's try to do all Honda parts. And then that theme just kind of kept going. So we looked at a bunch of stuff and said, you know what, let's try to do the NSX. That is their flagship car, and I'm sure Honda already engineered a bunch of suspension geometries into it. We just got to figure out what those are. So we ended up doing that. We actually got a car from Honda, scanned it, and then kind of reverse engineered it.
Cantilever suspension. And so it's all NSX brakes, NSX uprights, NSX suspension geometry.
It is 100% stock NSX. If you walked into an Acura dealer or a Honda dealer by you could get all these parts.
So if Hert drives it and...
Hert will not ever drive this.
He couldn't wait how long it takes to start up.
No, he'll be bored by the time we warm up the engine.
What do you assume I want to drive it?
And then that looks familiar.
Well, this is NSX GT3. This is straight out of their race program.
Can you stand on it?
I can stand on it, but I'm sure there's some sort of weight.
What do you?
I'm saying there's a mass difference
Could
between.
Hert stand on it, you reckon?
We have never tested the outer.
It got a little creaky.
Let's go. 3 people. 1, 2, 3. Right?
No, it's good.
We're good. this is not some pretend IndyCar engine, right? This is an actual IndyCar engine. So it needs like Honda technicians here and half an hour to warm it up and all that stuff.
You need to warm this car up, and I'll show you. Like this is one of them, right? This is one of the outlets where it warms the coolant. That's one. There's another one here. Right, so it circulates from front to rear. It circulates all the coolant. It gets it up to a certain temp. And then here is our oil tank. So this comes off, and then there's a heater element that goes in there, and that warms up the oil. So coolant and oil has to get warmed up, and then the coolant also has to get pressurized. Yeah. Because there's no thermostat and there's none of that in this thing. So how it gets pressurized is through this tank. Right. So we put a certain amount of air pressure in there, and that air pressure acts like an air spring that keeps everything in check.
Got ya. So that's cool.
Yeah.
And then E85, turbo, transaxle.
Yes.
No intercoolers because
no intercooler because it runs on ethanol.
Yeah, and not a lot of boost.
Not a lot of boost.
See, if this was an Australian project car, I would be like, man, those two turbos, let's go up a notch. Let's put big intercoolers in it. But mind you, Honda, they probably said this is what we want, right?
Yeah. So. Well, they're not opposed to it.
Oh, really?
No.
Well, you better call me.
Honda, after we did all this stuff, they're like, we could up the boost for you.
So like you can. We got like twin G35,050s. I don't know where we're going with this.
Honda, if you're listening, listen to him. He knows.
Yeah. Let me choose some turbos for this. Let me turn it up.
Even if they turn the boost up, you'll never hear it because these guys have soft feet.
Well, we're not driving.
They're just
no, we're not driving.
They don't.
Well, it has two seats. I can get in there and I'm good at coaching. I can by coaching I mean more like we do this.
See, that's why we made the seat very difficult to move. We never put the seat on sliders.
I'm doing it right now.
This is why we never put seats on sliders here, because we always push them forward.
So Hert can't fit.
Yes. That's how we maintain.
It's not a terrible strategy from a business perspective.
It basically depends if Brian Scott is around or not. If he's around, they have to build it for his spec, which means I fit in it. If he's not around, which he wasn't really for this, they jack the seat all the way down.
Right, so in other words, if you want to drive it, just bring Brian Scott to work that day.
Exactly.
All right, cool. I'm learning how this works. I get it. I understand how Hoonigan works now, all right? I got it.
So you got to come with Brian
So
Scott.
if I build a car here, I know exactly what to do. Whoever's in charge of that project, make sure they're the same height as me. See, when he does a GT-R, which is very soon, I can still drive it. We're good.
100%.
You gonna do a GT-R?
Yeah, by him he means us.
I was gonna say, who's gonna do the GT-R?
Us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. That hand went this way. Wait.
Us.
Okay.
Us.
So Soupy will be doing all the work.
Yeah.
Look,
Can we
listen,
help build a GT-R or not?
I said some nice words in the beginning, and I said Soupy built this by himself, but every time I came in the shop, he's sitting on that forklift chair on his phone. He's sitting on that little stool on his phone. He's sitting on that stool over there on his phone. He's outside on the floor looking at the sky, just twiddling his thumbs. He didn't do anything on this car.
I was never outside.
It was that man right there. It was that man right there, Alex Jeremy, and his team. And his team. Beavis and Butthead over there.
So you build a GT-R. I mean, technically you haven't built a GT-R at Hoonigan before.
Well, look at this. We're gonna have to build a boat soon.
That's a lot of water.
This is literally the jet ski
Yeah,
yard.
that's Bad News Bears right there. God damn.
Damn. You wouldn't. This would be the first time it's ever rained this heavy here since you moved here.
Since we moved here,
Did you hear that? It's never rained this much since they moved here.
rain like this out here.
No, it's like there is a puddle here. That means.
That's not a puddle, that's a lake.
But yeah, let's go check out the employee
Let's find
shop.
something that floats in there and race it through the burn yard.
There's literally a boat. Oh, they moved it.
Yeah, the jet boat's over there.
Yeah, there was literally a boat over here.
Damn.
Say thanks, Soupy. This is a fab shop.
I know what those look like.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
A bunch of metal, a bunch of stuff to cut metal.
I mean, I have built a car or two.
Yeah. And then full disclosure, employee shop. It's a little messy, SEMA rush.
I would, if it was clean, there'd be something wrong. Because if it was clean, it means you guys weren't doing anything.
So that's Big Rich. He's just building his first drift car essentially. So he's gonna turbo the motor on it, so he pulls out the head gasket and stuff. That's Ron's STI. He blew it up really bad.
Let me guess, head gasket?
No, it's Ron up and one.
Oh, right. Okay.
This is Zach. You guys know Mr. Zachary.
Oh, yeah, baby!
I feel like he would fit in at Summer Nats for sure.
Is this the official announcement right now or what?
I'm coming to Summer Nats, and I'm not going to blow up Entry's car.
You can blow up Bazza if you like.
Like I'm the butt of that joke.
Why are you walking this way? I should be walking this way.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that brings you right home. This is my GDR.
GDR.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
It's a
it's my
GDR?
GDR.
Yeah, it's it. So Hert has a GDR.
This is my daily driver.
Yeah, he daily drives it. Can you believe that? I've forgotten what that's like.
Yeah, so it's not in kill mode.
No.
Like his stuff. It's low boost right now. I'm gonna turn it up soon. Put an exhaust on it. It's got upgraded twins, Haltech, radium fuel system, Detroit injectors, just all the goodies. So it's ready to make big power, but it's on chill power right now.
Probably a good idea with you.
Yeah, no, it's you know.
Show us that foot again. Show us that.
You know?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
So it's a fun car. Here, I'll pop the hood real quick.
Where's the bonnet release on one of these cars, man?
Just got a feel for it. So this car is actually put together by Tommy Effia in Connecticut.
I noticed the FES spec stuff going on.
Yeah. So it's super clean. I love what they did with it. His team over there really knows their stuff as far as like building a nice, clean. For me, I just want a simple suite, and I wanted it to retain what a GT-R comes from the factory, kind of, you know.
I agree with you. The fact that, like, if you got this and went straight into a Motive Street special of some type, there's a hint in there somewhere. You wouldn't get to experience, I guess. I mean, I've been here with this, right? Like, I've had a basic one, so I've been a long time. So
you're definitely well beyond the point. But this is a car I never thought I would own. So, like, and I have no problem jumping into cars like my GS or the RX-7 and like just dumping a bunch of shit in them because they're not necessarily as special as this, you know? Like, I had stock GS 300s. Yeah. I know what those feel like, you know? I had stock RX-7s. I've been through that stuff, but I never thought I'd own a car like this. And so I was like, I want a little more sauce, but I want it to retain, you know, its natural feel. So
you've been in mine, you know where it's at.
Yeah, and I'm ready. Just like I said, upgraded Garrett twins from ATB Turbo. They take like the stock frame and smash a GTX 2860 in it or something like that. And then, so the way Tommy does his stuff, he usually uses stock fuel rails and then Remade in the USA rebuilds like the fuel rail and the throttle bodies. So I still have that stuff, but I recently upgraded to the radium fuel system, in-tank surge, and their fuel filter, just their whole system, just because I'm going to run ethanol and start pushing the limits, and I know somebody who wants me to do some terrible things to this car. This has upgraded head studs, head gasket, and a fully built Kelford head. So the head is ready for whatever you want to do to it.
You've got a short nose crank though, being an early Model 1. So
I live on the edge.
You live on the edge.
I'm going to show you again.
Yeah.
All right.
He likes the brakes.
All right.
Let me show you how it works with GT-R. You ready? This is how you do it with GT-R.
Oh, just a little, just
finesse, like even like this, like.
Oh,
see?
okay. Like I don't have that kind of flexibility.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I got a GT-R toe, right? It's a GT-R toe.
Oh wait, I think I found it.
You found it? You found it? All right, cool.
I think I found it.
All right,
I think I found
it'll be like that.
Yeah, just all right. So I got something to learn from you. I got a little bit of something.
A bit of finesse. Look, my attitude is if you want to push a little bit further on stock nose crank, we can do that first. I've got a couple of tricks up my sleeve to help.
Are you saying I should get a different crank? Is that what you're saying?
No, we can use with what's here to begin with while I get your next combination ready.
Okay.
What do you reckon? I feel if you drive around at any less than 600 wheel horsepower and the ability to run 800, you know, when you want to party, we don't have that, then, look, man, you got to take your GDR badge off, really.
Well, see, I feel like I'll get bored of 600.
Yeah, you will. That's why I'm going to give you one.
Show us the foot. Show us the foot.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm learning.
You're learning.
A flash flood.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
I just got that as well.
Oh, it's getting serious over
You
here.
hear that? See that?
I was gonna say, they mustn't care about
No,
me.
you know what it is? See, this is normal weather in Australia lately. right? And we flew here, and it's like the day you go to Hoonigan, they're going to have Aussie weather because we're talking about Aussie GT-R builds. We're talking about you guys coming to Australia for summer now. So now it's just Aussie weather today. That's it. That's what's
Is it raining a lot out there?
It does at the moment.
Oh, yeah. That damn.
Not normally, just lately.
Yeah, we're in some weird weather cycle.
Look,
I think it's called climate change, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
if you want to
The
do,
icebergs are melting.
Yeah.
I reckon we can have a little play with this setup first while you get your next one ready.
Yeah, you know, I still got some stuff I want to do. I want to feel a fast twin turbo setup. Well, I do that to save myself from you and your people.
Yeah.
All right, I know.
I've driven some good twin setups. In fact, the guys from Original Auto, I drove their 2.8 V-cam setup with HKS low mounts on it last night. That was pretty good. I liked it. So
Yeah.
we can make this combo work, and I can work around the short nose crank for a little bit, and then we'll get another bottom end ready for you, and a single turbo setup.
Look, I will not say no to you in any capacity. I'm not going to do the knees thing, though.
No, that's okay. But let's get away from this before we get too serious.
Yeah, we're
going to be here all night. So.
But yeah, and then here are a couple more of my cars. This Torque Stallion.
Explain to us who your friend is.
That's Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't know. I mean, he might be more badass than Australians.
Whoa, back up. He just said that a bald wrestler could be more.
Whoa, don't you disrespect Stone Cold.
See?
Like
I'm not
that.
disrespecting
He's
him.
standing up for him.
Yeah.
I'm not
He's standing
disrespecting him.
up
I'm
for
just saying, like, he's here, but like Australians could be like.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not going to ask your people to comment on this.
Oh, yeah.
A little biased, so we'll just leave this up to the we don't need to, let's just call it even, all right?
I'm just thinking of me once.
Yeah, just knuckle up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this is one of I've had this car for about 10 years. This is my baby right here. It's been through a lot, and I don't know what to really say about it. I just love this thing, man.
I have Larry Chen's photo of this when it was still on the gold VSKFs.
Yeah.
That's been hanging above my bed
sick.
for years.
Sick.
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
that fanboy moment?
No, that's
Like that? That's good. That's good.
I don't know. That's cool. I appreciate that, man.
All right, if you could bring one car to Australia, which one would it be? This, right? Surely.
I mean, yeah, but I'd have to make at least 1,000 horsepower.
No, well, the Torque Stallion, it has enough presence as is.
I mean, I would bring it either way, but I feel like if I'm going to come and have to do some burnouts, I need some
I know a
sauce.
guy with a burnout car that's a very similar colour to this.
Oh.
And like, if that had some Hoonigan signage on it, it could cover like next to some Picnic Media signage and some Motive signage together, like that. You know.
You know a guy?
I know a guy.
Okay. Does he like Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Apparently, he likes him more than Aussies. Apparently.
Insert like glass breaking.
I mean, we had a dinner. We talked about this, like, the vibes.
Right,
But
he said he's coming to Summer Nights. We're going to have him.
if I got to swipe my own card, I'm coming.
Yeah,
We're going to swipe in the card, I'm coming.
And we're going to help Hert with his GT-R.
That's a thumbnail right there.
But
Actually, you're right. That probably is the thumbnail.
But yeah, this is the employee bay. This is where we kind of keep our own stuff, do our own stuff. It's a little messy, but that's, you know, everyone from shop manager to Ron, who's like the VP of brand. That's his Lancia Delta.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool car.
We need to show a lot of that because we've got to say thank you to Ron. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hi, Ron. Hi, Ron.
Ron's a huge rally fan, so this is.
Do you know what other type of fan Ron is? GT-R.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, he chose this over a GT-R. So.
Not for long.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If he comes to Australia, he's going to sell everything he owns.
Yeah.
He's going to sell his house, his wife, his cars, everything.
Seriously, those cars are really fun. I don't know, something about driving that thing. It's just like got such a stoic, just powerful feeling sitting in. And I'm on low boost in that thing right now. I'm not even doing anything crazy.
You feel like a real man, don't you? Like that's just how it is.
I mean, I feel like that in my GS300 too, but it's different.
It's different.
Yeah, I mean, have you ridden in a GS with a big 2J in it?
We might have to pull it down off the hoist.
I have.
Doesn't have to. The motor's on the floor.
But it doesn't.
Yeah, the motor's on the floor. We don't gotta do that.
But I haven't been in your GS with a 2J.
Next year, I'll get it ready. I got it's got a 3.2 stroker for it now. I got a G40 for it. I'm going for some, you know.
That'll be good.
Yeah, I'm trying to make some sauce.
I feel like I
some
need to
real
drive
spice.
that.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to drive that in the burn yard. I mean, you know what though? I just realised there's so many puddles out there that Gary's R33 GT-R would be perfect. Is there a boat, right? Like, you like that one? Yeah. I'm allowed to joke with my own people.
Sorry, Gary.
Not even here to defend himself.
Yeah, he's not even here to defend himself. It's all right. Everyone knows the boat joke.
Yeah, that's the shop pretty much. I mean, I don't know much about these cars, but it's beautiful, rare, sweet.
I don't know at all one of these.
Yeah, what are you doing with the merch truck?
I think we sold this too. We sold this, the 2J truck, and shit car.
Oh, is this in the bidding stuff that was on the show at SEMA?
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Just to kind of make space for new projects. These cars are fun and we love them. But
Yeah, you can't give everything.
yeah, so we want to make some room for
You got to make a little bit of room. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Just don't sell your GTR or the twerks.
Oh, I'm not selling that car ever.
And all the twerks.
I'm literally not selling that car. I'm going to drive it into the ground and then fix it and then do it again.
That sounds exactly like the entire life plan that I have.
Yeah, that's Hoonigan.
And you have more work VSKF than any man I know.
Yeah, how many do you have?
Like 16.
Can you?
Whoa.
Let me buy a set off you.
No!
Can I have a gold
What?
set? Can I have a gold set?
They're not gold anymore.
Ah.
Yeah, I got them chrome.
Man, I need a set badly. I don't know what even I'm going to put them on.
We can talk. We can talk. I'll try to help. I'll try to help you. Cars.
Woohoo! Bankruptcy! Woohoo!